Hello everybody, today is January 24th, and I'm starting my vlog-a-day a little early here. It's pretty early, I don't know, it's not really early, but it's after 10:30 in the morning. I usually do these late in the evening so I know what the day has brought before I bother doing these. So far today, I had to have my neighbor out at the doctor's office at 10:30 this morning. I mentioned it yesterday about how I was concerned because I didn't have my car back yet from the shop, and she still has not bothered to fix her car yet. So, well, not obviously fix it, but take it in the shop and have it fixed. So, what we had the situation today was I pulled my truck up to the sidewalk where it kind of drops off to go to the driveway. I got there, I mean, as well as it ever could have been. It was right on the edge of the taller sidewalk, right against my running board. My truck is slightly taller than the average truck. I personally never put a lift on it, but it's definitely taller than any other Dodge from the factory. So I don't know if it's had a lift, but then I also added much larger tires than factory. So it does set up higher than normal, but it's not obscenely obnoxiously high like my old drug truck was. So anyway, I'll probably clip a picture of that truck in right about in here. So anyway, what I've had the problem with, I got her in there and stuff, or got her to the truck and kept trying to get her in there. She was not able to get her leg up high enough. Once she gets her leg up onto the step, which she was able to do, she doesn't have any strength left in the leg to pull herself up that far because it is quite a bit of step, even from the raised sidewalk. And last time we got her up in there, I guess my wife had actually kind of got a hold of her and just kind of shoved her up in there. And I wasn't willing to do it because my arm's still kind of screwed up, and I was really afraid that if she was to start to fall from me shoving on her wrong or whatnot, there's no way I was going to be able to catch her. So what we end up with, finally, she tried sitting on the floor on her butt. Then she tried to pull her legs in like we could shut the door there, and I told her that she can't ride there because there's no way that can be safe. If for any reason when you get in a wreck, I mean, she's going to bounce around in there. That's the crumple zone in the floor area. I mean, there's so many reasons why she can't do that, not even counting the fact that it's like $50 I think in this town for a stupid seatbelt ticket. So, and if we go with like, an unsafe riding area like crap, it just goes up and up from there. So basically she went ahead and she kind of gave up on the idea of getting in the truck. Really the only thing we had option left is she mentioned a couple times about possibly taking her car and driving her car with no brakes, which is never going to happen. I was in her car once when the brakes went completely out, and I was luckily able to get her to the side of the road, get it stopped. I actually used the emergency brake once I got off the side of the road and got safe. There was nobody in my way. And once I applied the emergency brake to get stopped, the emergency brake would not release. So even when the tow service came to get the car, it drugged the tire for, I don't know, a few blocks and stuff. He finally got out there. I think he actually cut the line, so I'm not even sure if it has emergency brakes now at all. And I'm not willing to take that chance. There's no way I'm going to risk mine, hers, or any other stranger's life just for what? So she can get to some stupid appointment because she won't spend the $100 to get her brakes fixed on her car? This doesn't make any sense. So hopefully she'll go ahead and call around, get the car in eventually. I've offered to have it taken into one of the shops I know, but she keeps talking. She has no idea what the cost is going to be, and neither does anybody else until they get it there and actually start looking at it. So she's definitely the type that would rather spend her money on other stuff, which I understand. I mean, who wouldn't rather have some new little mail order gadget thingy or send it off to support getting Obama impeached? I mean, she talked about how she sent money to that, which she's still trying to say he's not a citizen because they haven't seen a birth certificate. I mean, it's been damn near 4 years. People let it go. So anyway, that's pretty much what I got at the moment. And she has an appointment tomorrow also at like 3:45. And then she told me when I talked about getting her a different ride to anybody else, she says she has nobody else she knows that can take her. There's one other gentleman, I think Robert, I think is what it was. She said he's taken her in the past, but he doesn't have his car now because his children took it away from him and won't give it back. So who knows what's going on there. And like she said, her daughter, she even actually, I think her wording was something like, there's no way in hell I would ever try and call her to help me. So she then informed me the fact, I guess there's a bus that can take her out there. I think it's a CETA bus is what it's called, but she said it's like $5 to take her out there. So I told her to go ahead and at least schedule the bus for tomorrow and get that appointment taken care of. So, and $5 actually seems pretty darn cheap considering the fact, but I assume that's each way. And then they won't stop at Walmart. They won't go by the pharmacy, all that kind of junk for you, I don't believe. So anyway, that's what I know for now, and I'll check back in later in the day and see if there's any new updates. Thanks for watching.
Well, I'm here to wrap up the rest of the vlog-a-day for January 24th, and really not much else went on today. We end up just kind of not getting a lot accomplished in that. My wife and I actually got a chance to have a really good conversation. We hadn't talked about money in the past, like her, I guess, history of money. I've asked her numerous times in the past about, like, give me your first money memories, that kind of stuff, and she seems to not have much. But we actually was able to. I don't know how the subject even really came up. We just got talking about it, talked about some things that happened in her past with money, and how she was raised with money and different little, I guess, bad situations around money, some uncomfortable situations around money, and kind of makes a big difference. So I don't know, it's probably a good 45-minute conversation about that. Really got to the root of some of the ideas and the problems and stuff there. There's a couple different books out there that I've listened to the audiobooks. I don't read them much, but I listen to audio quite a bit. And one of them, the woman talks about getting to the root of your money problems. I want to say Susie Orman's book, but I won't swear that Susie Orman book. It might be another one. But she talks about different ones. Like there's one young girl in the book that, well, actually she's a woman at that point, but she didn't want to have any control over her money, didn't want to have any management of it, none of that kind of stuff, because she didn't feel like she deserved to have the money. Because when she was a very young girl, she kept wanting a bike for Christmas, and her parents kept telling her, "We can't afford it, we can't afford it," yada yada yada. She kept bugging them. They eventually bought her the bike for Christmas, and the first day she rode it, she took off down the sidewalk on her very first ride and crashed and broke her arm, and she thought that was her punishment for wanting material things. So from that moment on in her life, she really never understood the fact that breaking her arm had nothing to do with wanting a bike as a young girl. So it was interesting with the counseling that they were actually able to get her past it. So it gave me a really nice little insight into my wife and her thoughts on money and that. So it's kind of an interesting little deal, and really made the day, I don't know, real productive with that part, if nothing else, that part alone. I also went through, and the only other thing I got accomplished was I went through and basically reloaded a bunch of pictures that had somehow got lost off my external hard drive. So I pulled them back. I still had them on my actual computer, so I was able to go through and re-upload those to my external hard drive. So that took, good God, I think that was probably, I don't know, a good 6 hours to go through that crap. And I just went ahead and uploaded all of them to it, and then I'll go back through and delete the ones I don't want. And there's a lot of duplicates. There's a lot of just junk in there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that here probably for the next few hours, and then hopefully finish the rest of it up tomorrow. So hope you guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day. And again, thanks for watching. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe.